Hey, let's build a path. First, let's get our inspector out of the way by clicking on that little icon. Here are the two graphics that came from the gadget, and here is the path tool. Let's make a sample path. I'm just going to click, and now with my finger off the button, move the mouse, click, 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 click. And when I get to my last point, I hit the enter or return key. So now I've got a path, and you notice these little triangles. Each of these is a corner. If I move a triangle, it makes a very sharp turn. If I double click one of these, look, it makes it a soft turn. So you've got some options after you initially draw your path, and these are the options you have, but those are the main ones. I'm going to click back to my regular icon there so I can take this path, and as one object I can hit my delete key and make it go away. Now I'll go back to the path tool and I'll draw my real path. My airplane's going to start up here. It's going to come to here, it's going to come here, it's going to come here. I'm going to go across the runway and come back over to the tarmac, and right there is the end, so I'm going to hit the return key. Okay, so now if I want to, just like before, I can make this a little softer turn. I can click again there to make that into, double click to make that a circle, and change that course. That one looks okay. That one, well, maybe I'll just move it to there, and this one there. Okay, so that's the path I want my airplane to take. So I need to do two things now. I need to teach the airplane. Actually, I need to close out of that and come back to my regular menu of tools. And then in the message center of the airplane, I need to do two things. I need to set the movable to true, and I need to tell it its path. You see where it says path name? Well, I click in that empty box and it tells me to click the path. So I just click right there. And now, when I go into play mode, I can move my airplane, but only on the path. It doesn't let me come off the path. Notice it did there because I went right back to the path. So there's two things I want to change on my path. Coming back to run mode, I want to change jump gaps to false, so it doesn't jump gaps, the airplane doesn't. And on my path, I want to set the path to cloak on run, because I don't want to see that line. Okay, and now let's run once more time. And now here I have my plane. I can't drag it off the line. I can only drag it on the line. And sure, I could do something more extensive to make that airplane actually turn. But right now, I'm happy to just say I've made an airplane and I've limited its movement to this particular path.